Why don't Shi'ites call on Allah and Avos? Musical note yoga, but they seemed musical note. Musical note tell me who saves you from the darkness on land. Musical note and on the sea when you call upon him. Musical note humbly and secretly saying if he saves us. Musical note from this we will surely be. Musical note say Allah saves you from. Musical note this and all other afflictions, but you. Musical note continue to join your fellow man. Musical note the Almighty Allah tells us in the Quran that those who join their companions to him. Musical note and do not believe in him, they turn to the Lord. Musical note of the worlds only in times of distress. Many superstitious people today have surpassed the polytheists in this, and what's more, they have become worse than them. Even in times of trouble they ask for help and cry out to others. They cry out to Allah. Let's see to whom they cry out. Muslims, you used to be in times of trouble. Yoga street basket hot yoga law. Musical note even them and the moms they call by. Musical note can't protect the tomb. Musical note whom they worship, the torrent of water, are carrying away the tomb of Abbas. I'm so helpless, help me Abbas. In the next video frame, the mullah is asking, with a piece of clay fly that he made with his own hands and then threw it into a stream of water so that the debris would supposedly help them during the floods, that is, by asking the stone and calling out to Mama Hussein, he threw the garbage into the water. This display of ignorance did not go unnoticed by Shiites in other parts of the world. They all call out to other than Allah and join their fellow human beings to him. But allow, call not to Allah but to the Bulfas. Call not to Allah from Mehdi. Dear viewers, what you see in this footage is not the result of the teachings of individuals, but the result of analyzing the basic beliefs of the most authoritative Shiite books and works of Shiite scholars. We must know that such actions have nothing to do with the Quran and the true Sunnah, which commands us to worship Allah alone. These images even contradict common sense. The following images will help us to see the unreasonableness of these acts. My prayers, earthly and waste bows, supplications and greetings, all for the sake of Ali. My zakat and paste for the sake of ale, my love, my religion. Musical note my ritual. Musical note is this faith. Musical note stay to smear. Musical note advanced insan and brazier machine is important. Yes, pray in time to please my mom too. Hussein, Ali our Lord on the day of resurrection. Musical note repeat Ali our Lord the day of judgment. Musical note in a fabrication by one of the major Shiite hadith aboli called Mafa Quiet Jinan Jamia and Kabiri. Musical note it says people will appear before you. Musical note for the sake of accountability. You have a word that distinguishes truth from falsehood. Concerned. This is our proof. Musical note or one of our gods is the day of judgment and he. Musical note will take care of the next. Musical note wherever you turn there will be. Musical note molds. Musical note here it says on the side where musical note is Ali. Imam Ali is the representative of the names of Allah. He is the hands and eyes of Allah. He is the only one. Musical note no one can compare to him. Musical note no scholar can be like him. He is irreplaceable. There is no one like him. There is a likeness of Allah, but not. There is a likeness and a mother. Daughter, Allah created 14 gods like him. Themselves. They have only one difference from Allah. They are not Allah, they are Allah's creations. Hussein means the science of Allah by Ali's. Imam Hussein contains all the knowledge, the power of the lordship and authority of Allah. The mosques belong to Allah, don't call out. Musical note to no one but Allah. Musical note. Musical note, your God is Allah except. Musical note, there is no other deity. Musical note, He encompasses all things with knowledge. He lengthens the day at the expense of the night and lengthens the night at the expense of the day. He has subdued the sun and the moon and they move until the appointed time. So Allah is your Lord. He is your Lord. Musical note, He is your Lord, and those to whom you call musical note besides Him do not possess even the hymen and the date bones. Date bones. Musical note, when you call out to them they don't hear. Musical note, your prayer, and even if they did, they will not answer you on the day of resurrection. They will reject your worship. No one will. Musical note, no one will tell you as the host. Musical note, dear viewer, is truly the essence of a sane and rational man, is to worship only Allah without giving Him companionship. Musical note, he turns only to God in times of trouble. Musical note, in times of trouble, true Muslims who possess with common sense in times of trouble turn only to Allah. The video footage that we're about to present to you were filmed during the 2018 tsunami in Indonesia. In 2018, where 98% of the population, Sunni Muslims. Let's watch together. Applause. Stops. Load more. Al Akbar. By presenting you with this video footage, we want to show you what is not really Islam and call for a return to the true Islam of the religion of monotheism. If you ask them who created the heavens and the earth, they will surely say Allah. Tell me, have you seen those to whom you call besides Allah? If Allah wants to harm me, they will be able to avert His harm, or, if He wants to show me favor, can they withhold His favor? Tell me enough of Allah on Him alone. Those who trust